I mean, that right there is basically one day of buildup in bean harvest.
Usually try to blow it off every day, maybe twice a day if it's really dusty. Anywhere dust can collect and heat can build, you have the potential for a fire. Then if you have a spark like from a bearing or anything else, this particular combine dust collects up under there, and you have to blow it off pretty regular. But you can see any of these bearing housings like behind this pulley right here. This combine unfortunately has auto lube, so it gets all the bearings lubed at a predetermined amount at a predetermined time, so it helps eliminate those issues. But you're still going to have one go bad. You can take an infrared temperature gun and you could go and aim at the bearings that you can see and see if they're getting hot. It's a good way to kind of do a little preventive maintenance. You have to do it after you've been running it and everything's good and warm. But this thing's like any other piece of equipment. This thing's going to collect a lot of dust, especially soybean season. They get real fuzzy dust. Very important to keep it blown off, sometimes maybe even twice a day. But you get to heading towards the back, and what happens a lot of times with the combine, you might catch something up in here, but the fire might end up back here because all your, we'll just call it waste product or straw, whatever, debris is coming out the back. So that's where a lot of potential for the fire is going to be, because any spark will get blown back and get in that, then you can set the whole field on fire. Now you can on like this thing, like spots like the transmission and maybe up around the engine up here in those areas, you can get a collection of dust and heat, and then the two ignite, the spontaneous combustion. There again, the good thing to do with these water fire extinguishers, can't have too many. Chemical just for case you've got oil, but you can flood oil enough with water to get it out. But water is very important when this dust, because the embers get down in there. You might think you've got it out, but you don't. Whatever you're harvesting, all of it comes in and goes right through here. You can, if you've got a bearing in anywhere in this area, or if you have a rock and it's rubbing and you don't hear it, it's got a rock trap on it, but sometimes stuff will get caught trapped in here. If it ever sparked, the fire could go all the way through this machine and come out the back, burning up anything between here and there. There's always that potential. So you got to be, as much as you can't hear, you got to try to listen, because your ears and your nose is probably two of the best things, because you can smell and hear it sometimes before you see it. And those are two of the best things you can use. Unfortunately, there again, cabs are taking a lot of that out of it, but still got to try. Just be aware of everything that's going on.